What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So for Christmas I thought I would do a tutorial for a song I covered a few years ago. This one is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. If you want to check out the full version, click link above or down in the description. But this one I have made a little bit easier for beginners. So I've taken it from drop D tuning to standard tuning, and I've simplified a few sections as well. You also don't need a capo for this one, so if you're ready to give it a shot, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the intro. It starts off like this. Okay, so if you're looking for the tabs for this, you can find them on my Patreon page, which is linked in the description. You'll find tabs for this song and all the other arrangements I've done as well. So it's going to be starting off in a G position, so that's on the 6th string, 3rd fret. We're going to play that one along with the 3rd string. So that's 6th string and 3rd string. Then we've got 4th string, and then we move bass note. So you can either switch fingers to the 2nd fret bass note on the 6th string, or just move this finger down, whichever you prefer. So you're moving down. Once you get to the 2nd fret bass note, play that one along with open 2nd string. And that's followed by open 3rd string. Okay, so that's... Now, the bass note is going to move again. This time it's going to be open 6th string, so you can take this finger off. But for the melody, you want to add your 3rd finger onto the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And you're going to play the 2nd string and the 6th string, followed by open 3rd. Okay? So it's a little walking bass pattern. Next up, we're going to play the next bass note, which is open 4th string, like you're in a D chord, and on the melody we're on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. When I play this, I like to do a little slide here, so I'll kind of slide from 2 to 3. You don't have to do that. I'll give you little alternatives to play to make this easier for beginners. So if you don't want to do the slide, you can just play that note. Like that. And that's also followed by open 3rd. Okay, so that's the whole first bar. I'll play it slowly for you. And then without the slide. Coming up next, we've got this part. Okay, so we're moving to a A minor shape. So get into a regular A minor shape, but then add your 4th finger here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And we're doing pull-offs here. If you don't want to do the pull-offs, you can just play the notes. But I usually do pull-offs. So you're hitting strings 2, 3, and 5 together. Then lift this finger up, pull off to the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and then pull that finger up to open. So it's 3 to 1 to open. Okay, after that double pull off, you're hitting the 3rd string, which should be on the 2nd fret here. So that's a little run there. Once you get that, you can take those fingers off, release that A minor shape, and play open strings 3 and 4. We're going to do a hammer on here. So that's on the 3rd string to the 2nd fret. Okay, so let's play those first 2 bars together, slowly first of all. And again, a little bit faster. so let's look at the next part. Okay, so now we're getting back to the G chord, but we're not doing the walking bass part this time. We're just going to stay with G for half of this bar. So this is a nice easy part. You've just got one finger held on here, like the very first bar, just the bass note, 3rd fret, 6th string, and you're going to play 6, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, and 2 are open there. Okay, so from there, we're going to be switching to this position here with an open 6th string bass note. So I've got 2 fingers held down here. My 3rd and 4th fingers are going to be on the 1st and 2nd strings, both on the 3rd fret. We're going to play strings 2 and 6, followed by 3, followed by 1 and 4, followed by 3 again. Like that. Okay? So this is like if you're going from G to E minor to D. G, E minor, D. Should sound like that. And then the next bar. Okay. This one, I find it easiest to get into the A minor shape, and then remember we add this finger on here just like we did before. The 4th finger goes onto the 2nd string, 3rd fret. You're going to play 1 and 5, and then 4, 3. Now we quickly switch chords to this. It's like a D7. So from the A minor, drop your 2nd finger down 1 string, and then put your 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. So just switch like that. Once you get into that shape, you're going to hit 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so that's A minor to D7. It's quite a quick change there. It's a little bit early, but I think it makes it sound quite nice. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars of the song. Let's play it from the start. Okay, so next up it carries on like this. So we're coming towards the end of the intro now. So we're back to the kind of walking bass that we had at the start of the intro, but the melody is very slightly different. So getting back to this position we had, just with the 1 finger held down on the G bass note, we're going to play the 6th string, followed by the 4th string, and then again, moving down to the 2nd fret on the 6th string for the next bass note. We're going to play that one with the 3rd string. That's followed by the 2nd string. So okay, so like that. A little bit different from the start. Now we're switching to the same open 6th string bass note with the melody here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And that's going to be followed by the open 3rd string. Like that. From here, again, the next bass note is going to be the open 4th string, but this time we're sliding up to the 7th fret. Like that. So it doesn't really matter where you slide from. I just usually do it from around the 3rd fret. Once you get up to the 7th fret, we're hitting the 3rd string again. Okay, so now we're up here, and it carries on like this. So, coming from the 7th fret down to the 5th fret, we're going to to hit the 5th fret on the 1st string with the open 5th string bass note. Then down to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, then the 2nd fret, then open, then 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the open 4th string bass note. For this one, I'd like to do a little slide, really quick slide from the 2nd fret, so it's like that. You don't have to do that, you can just go straight to it if you want to. And then down to the 1st fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so I'll play those last 2 bars together. Okay, so following on from there, we're on to the last 2 bars of the intro. They sound like this. Okay, so we're starting off in this shape here. It's like a B7. So I've got my first finger on the 1st fret, 4th string, and then my 2nd and 3rd fingers are both on the 2nd fret, on the 3rd string and 5th string. So it's like that. We're going to hit strings 2, 3, and 5. And then following the pattern 4, 3, 2. Just like that. Left hand doesn't move there. From there we're changing to an E, just a regular E shape. And we're going to play strings 3 and 6, followed by 4, 3, 2. So that's B7 to E. Okay, so for the last bar, we're coming back to this A minor shape with this 4th finger added on to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. We're going to play 2 and a 5 together, followed by 4, 3. Then you can release this shape because we're going to play open 2nd string. And then we're coming up to an A7, so it's like an A chord, but take the middle finger out, so the 3rd string is open. I normally do it like this, it's a little bit easier, so I don't use my 1st finger. And you're just going to do a kind of light strum or a finger roll on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings. So that's A minor to the A7. Okay, and that's going to be the end of the intro. Okay, so I'll play it once more through from the start, quite slowly. Alright guys, so we start the verse now, which is very, very similar to the intro, but it ends slightly differently. So it starts off the same. Okay, so here it's going to change. So before, we did this, so now we're going to be changing to this. Okay, so starts off the same from the 7th fret, we're coming down to the 5th fret and playing that with open 5th string, just like we did before. Then 3rd fret on the 1st string, 2nd fret on the 1st string, this time with open 4th string, then open 1st string, then change into this chord here. So the melody is just the same, it's going to be on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. The bass is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So you're playing 2 and 5 together. then 2nd fret on the 1st string. You can play that with this finger if you want to, like in between, or you can bring your 1st finger down, like kind of around behind your 2nd finger, because you want to, if you can, you want to get these all ringing out together, because if you take these fingers off, that'll just stop abruptly. So you want to try and get that while still holding those fingers down. Okay, so next up we're coming up to this shape here. So this is just going to be like an E minor, but I just have one finger held down up here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. 5th string, just leave it open, you don't need to play that one. And then I'm also on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So coming from here, it might actually be easier if you use your 2nd finger to transition to that chord. Because you could do it like that. If you use your 1st finger, like I said for that one, it might be a bit harder to transition to the next chord, this one. You'd have to flip it. There's a few different ways to do it, just find the one that's most comfortable for you. Personally, I use my 2nd finger to get that 2nd fret note, and then I just drop this finger down to the 1st fret, bring this finger up here to the 2nd fret, 4th string, and I just play it like that. So we're starting off with a finger roll, first 3 strings and the 6th string. Then we're going to play this pattern, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so let's play the first 2 bars that we just learned. Okay, so following on from that bar, okay, so we're going from that E minor up to this G. So I use my 2nd finger up to the bass note for the G, play that, along with the 1st string, 3rd fret, which is still there from the previous chord. Okay, so you're playing 1 and 6 together, followed by 4, 3, 2, all open. Then we're changing to a G7, so we're taking this 3rd fret note and changing to a 1st fret note. So it's quite a stretch here to get down to that 1st string, 1st fret. Once you're there, we're going to play 1 and 6, 4, 3, open, and then sliding up on the 1st string to the 7th fret. Alternatively, if this stretch is too much or it's uncomfortable for you, you can use these fingers instead for the G. So instead of your 2nd and 3rd, use your 3rd and 4th. That makes the stretch a lot easier. So play around with both ways. Okay, find out which one is most comfortable for you. Personally, I do the first one. Sounds like that. Okay, so I'll play the verse from the new section that we've just learned. I'll play it again, slower for you. Okay, so once you've played the intro and the verse, we get onto the chorus, which is probably the hardest part of the arrangement, but it's quite sharp. So we should now be up here, because we've just done the slide up to the 7th fret. Now we're going to carry on like this. Okay, so that's the start of the chorus. So from here, our bass note is going to be the 8th fret 6th string. So just bring your second finger up for that. And we're going to play 1 and 6, followed by 3, 2, 1, and then 1 and 6 again. That's going to be followed by the open 3rd string. Then I take my 4th finger and put it onto the 10th fret, 2nd string, and do a slide to the 8th fret. Like that. Then this shape here, which is a little bit tricky. So we've done the slide. Now I use my 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 7th fret, 2nd string and 6th string. So we're playing 2nd and 6th together. Then your 4th finger comes back again onto the 8th fret, and you're going to play that one. Then drop your 1st finger down to the 1st fret 5th string. Okay. So we're going to hold that for a little bit, and then we're playing 6, 3, then dropping down to the 3rd fret on the 1st string and playing 3, 2. And then we're into an A minor. Okay, so the chorus so far. And once more. Okay, so we're coming up to this A minor. This is just a regular A minor this time, no 4th finger added. So from that A minor, take your 4th finger, and then you're going to add it onto the 1st string, 2nd fret, up to the 3rd fret. Then we're playing 5, 4, 3. Like that. Next chord is going to be a D7. So D7, if you're not familiar with it, 1st finger goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then on the 2nd fret with your 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 1st and 3rd strings. And you're going to play that with the open 4th string bass note. Like that. Then we got to switch to this chord. Okay, so I've got my fingers all kind of in a line here, starting on the 1st string 2nd fret, then 2nd string 3rd fret, 3rd string 4th fret, and finally 4th string 5th fret. That can be quite difficult to play. If you can do it, we're going to start off with a little finger roll, so just playing the first 3 strings and then following this pattern. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. An alternate way of playing this is instead of using this note here, so the 4th string 5th fret, instead use open 3rd string, because that's the same note. Okay, so that means you'd only have to hold down these 3 fingers, so you wouldn't hold down that one. But it does mean you have to do a little hammer on here, because you have to take this finger off, and then play the 2nd and 1st strings. So instead of this, it would would be like that. Slightly different. It doesn't sound as good because when you play it like this, with this fourth finger added, all the notes are going to ring into each other. It's going to sound a lot nicer. But if you can't get that stretch up there, you can do the hammer-on method. Okay, so back from the A minor. Then we're coming up to E minor shape. Okay, so the E minor, again, it's just one finger held on the E minor, so you don't need the fifth string at all, so just your first finger on the fourth string, second fret, and then we're adding a high note here, first string, third fret. We're going to play the first three strings and the sixth string. That's followed by 4, 3, 1, like that. Then take your first finger up to the second fret on the sixth string and play 1, which is still on the third fret here, and 6. And then open 4. And we've got a pull off there. Pull off on the second fret, first string, to open. So I just slide my finger down to the second fret and then do a pull off there. Okay, from there. So this is a B minor. Get into a regular B minor shape, but instead of completely barring like you would normally, you want to lift it up so that the first string is open, like that. So you got B minor with an open first string. Okay, once you're in that shape, you want to hit strings 2, 3, and 5. That's followed by first string, open, and then you want to close that bar and play the first string again, but on the second fret, so you're pressing that finger down. Like that. Okay, once you've got that, still in this B minor shape, you're going to hit 5, 4, 3, 1, and then lifting that finger back off for open first. So it starts off without barring, and then barring, and then not barring again. So slowly. Okay, and then we're moving to a D chord. Okay, so let's look at the last two bars that we just learned. So from there we're coming up to this D chord, so it's just a regular D, and then we're going to slide up. Okay, so do a finger roll on this regular D, the first 4 strings, then add your fourth finger underneath here on the third fret of the first string, play that one, and slide up to the 5th fret. And then the end of the chorus is like this. So starting off like this, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and open 6th string. Play those together, then switch to an A minor with this finger held down here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. You're going to play 2 and 5. That's going to be followed by 4, 3, then switching to D7 again, like we had before, and you're going to play 5, 4, 3, 1 and 2 together. So that's the A minor to the D7. So back from the D. Okay, so after that chorus, you're jumping straight back into the verse again, but with the outro on the end of it. So it starts off the same. Okay, so this part is where it changes, and the outro is going to sound like this. Okay, so we're starting off with that same line down from 7 with the open 5th string bass note, 5, 3, 2, 1, open. So that's open 1st and open 4th, and then back up to the 5th fret on the 1st string, playing that one. Then coming up here to the 7th fret on the 1st string and the 6th string. I'm going to play those two together, 1 and 6, and then 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, 3, 2. Then coming down to the 3rd fret, keeping that same shape you had on the 7th fret, down onto the 3rd fret. So that's 1 and 6 held down. Play those two, then 4, 3, 2. Again, stretching back to the 1st fret on the 1st string. I'm playing 1 and 6 together. And then sliding up to the 7th fret. From there, you add this bass note on again, so that's going to be the 8th fret on the 6th string, playing 1 and 6. The 1 is still on the 7th fret here. Then, open 4th, and moving your 1st finger up. So this bar sounds like this. So that's 1 and 6, open 4th, then moving this 1st finger from the 1st string up to the 3rd string, 7th fret. Like that. I'm playing that one. After you hit that note, on the 7th fret, 3rd string, play open 1st. And then move down here to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Like that. After that, we're back up to the 7th fret on the 1st string. And we're going to go 7 with the 5th string open bass note. 5, 3, 2, open with the 4th string open. Hammer on to the 2nd fret. And then the ending chord is going to be a G. Like that. So you just do a finger roll on the G. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do harmonics here if you want to. Like that. Or you can just play the strings. And that is the end of the song, so I'll play the outro one more time for you. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it and you have a great Christmas. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next year for more arrangements and tutorials.